Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. In today's video, we're going to be going over quite possibly the biggest GTA series leak over the past year that did come out earlier today that pretty much gives us an idea of what Rockstar is planning for the future of the GTA series and possibly a delay of GTA 6. Now, it was revealed earlier today by multiple insider sources that Rockstar is planning to remaster the entire GTA collection in 4K for the next generation consoles. So this includes games like GTA Vice City, among others. So we're going to be discussing what exactly this means for the GTA series, everything we know so far, and pretty much answering all of your questions that may be burning at the moment. But before we get into that, make sure to drop a like rating on this video to show your support, as well as subscribe down below for more daily videos just like this. But first off, here is today's shoutout of the day, and right after into the actual video. So today's shoutout of the day goes to a really awesome YouTube channel known as Look Talk. Now, Look Talk uploads all sorts of really funny and entertaining compilation videos every single day. The videos range from TikTok compilations to random home funny videos and everything in between. The creator of the channel has a goal of making people laugh because there is too much anger in the world. Click the first link in the description down below to subscribe to Look Talk on YouTube for some really awesome and funny videos. But with that being said, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So as most of you probably already know by now, the news surrounding GTA overall has been very quiet over the past year or so, and that has been for a number of reasons, including Rockstar being more secretive than ever before, and also a lot of fluctuations due to COVID as well as other things that were happening in the world. Now today we received a new piece of information from a number of reliable sources that were instantly picked up by the mainstream media, including IGN, Kotaku, and more. And usually when this happens, when the mainstream media picks up a story right away, that means that they had internal sources confirm the validity of that information, and most of the time it is in fact true. Now, the information that we learned today is that Rockstar is planning a new set of games which sound super interesting. Now again, this information is not confirmed by Rockstar just yet, so as always do take it with a grain of salt, however it is coming from several reliable sources. According to sources, Rockstar is working on new remastered versions in 4K of Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and all three of these games will be using Unreal Engine and a mix of new and old graphics. Now, one thing that is interesting is that Unreal Engine is actually not the same game engine that Rockstar uses for most of their games. Rockstar actually has their own internal game engine known as Rage, which stands for Rockstar Advanced Game Engine, and this is the same engine that games like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 are built on top of. So it's certainly interesting to see that Rockstar is going forward and using Unreal Engine, which is actually a product of Epic Games, which is certainly a good game engine, but they will be using it to remaster these games, and allegedly it will be available on the next generation consoles, including PS5 and Xbox Series X, and presumably PC at a later date. And also, I do want to add that we just learned that Rockstar is also likely going to be including versions for the Nintendo Switch, which is certainly an interesting move. Now, speaking of interesting, quite possibly the most interesting part of this announcement itself, besides all of the information that we just discussed, is the alleged rumor that Rockstar is also going to be remastering Grand Theft Auto Vice City alongside these other two games. Now, the reason why it's so interesting is because, as we know, Grand Theft Auto 6 is in development and Rockstar has been working on it, and we pretty much know, almost confirmed at this point, that it will also be taking place in Vice City. So it's interesting to see that Rockstar is remastering the original game while working on a new game in the same exact location. Now, of course, Grand Theft Auto 6 will look leaps and bounds better than Grand Theft Auto Vice City because that game is still being ported over from the PlayStation 2, which of course was a lot less powerful, but at the same time it is interesting that they are remastering a game and also releasing a new one with the exact same location. Now, many people, including myself, have not played the older GTA games, and the main reason behind that is because the graphics were simply too old and too outdated to be interested in. Now, I personally played GTA 4 and I really enjoyed the story there, but I wasn't able to get myself to play the older GTA games simply because the graphics were outdated. So this is definitely going to give a lot of people, including myself, the opportunity to experience the entire GTA story, which I haven't really gotten a chance to do yet, and quite honestly I am looking forward to it and seeing these games remastered. Now, so far online, as expected, there has been quite a bit of pushback from the community. As we all know, the community and the gaming industry in general is not the biggest fan of remastered video games, but it is worth noting that the previous times that Rockstar has remastered games, they have done a very good job, and this isn't something they do too often, so I do hope this will be a good product and not just a money grab like other remasters from other game publishers. Now, in regards to pricing, that is not known at the moment. However, we do likely know that these games are going to be bundled inside one pack called the GTA Trilogy. And as the name does suggest, the trilogy will contain those 3 games, including Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So what does this mean for GTA 6? Now, this is a very interesting question because really we haven't thought about this because this information really came out of nowhere and we have not heard any leaks or rumors about it until today. So right now it is very difficult to estimate and make a say on it because we do not know the release date of this GTA trilogy and we don't know how far along Rockstar is with it, so it heavily depends on that, but so far I would not say this will impact the release date of GTA 6. As we've been discussing for a little while now, that is slated for 2023 or 2024, so we are still a few years away, but right now it is very difficult to answer that question because the GTA trilogy has just been announced to us unofficially by a few reputable sources, and Rockstar has not commented on it just yet. So once we do get a release date of the GTA trilogy, then we will be able to make a pretty good estimate in regards to if it will affect the GTA 6 release date, but so far I wouldn't say there's too much to worry about. But let me know in those comments down below what you guys think about this. First and foremost, are you even interested in playing the GTA trilogy? Is that something that you would like? And also, if you do, what do you think is a fair price for those 3 games being remastered in one bundle? What is a fair price you would pay for these 3 games yourself? Let me know what your thoughts are in those comments down below because I really want to hear from you guys. But either way, if you enjoyed today's video and you learned something new, let me know by dropping a like rating on this video, as well as subscribe down below if you haven't already with those bell notifications on so you're always notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And just a quick heads up that I will be away for the next week or so there will not be any new uploads for the next 6 or 7 days while I'm away, but as soon as I come back, videos will resume on their normal schedule. But either way, thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you soon with yet another video. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I will speak to you then.